So if you've been on my channel for a long time, you know I tell y'all about some of the most exciting times of my life. But what really scuffs my Timbs is the fact that I've never told y'all about one of the most terrifying times in my life, which was a result of two of my lifelong fears to this day: needles and wood. Yes, needles and wood. Let me explain myself. Growing up, I was always a naturally strong kid, and my mom would always tell me about the times that she witnessed my strength as a young kid. One of those times being when I got my first shot at 1 year old. I was at the doctor's office being held down by two nurses, a doctor, and my mom herself, refusing to get that shot. And you're probably wondering, why did it take 4 people to hold down an infant trying to get a shot? Shouldn't it be easy to hold down a 1-year-old so he can get his shot? Well, according to my mama, I was actually a sand baby with a power level of 100,000 at 1 year old. So don't be surprised if you see me in the next Dragon Ball movie next to Broly in a sand pod, pimp slapping him in base form while he's at his strongest form. I don't want to hear no complaining, or you gonna have to see me at the Tournament of Power. To sum it up, for some reason, I was just a strong little nigga, bro. Like, they were struggling to hold me down at 1, bro. Like, they all need to hit the gym. From that day forth, I hated needles. Now let's fast forward to the day that would ruin it all for me. So this story actually takes place a long time ago, back when I was in like elementary school. It was a weekend day, so no school. And around those times, I was heavily invested in the PC gaming, playing MMORPGs. If you don't know what that means, it's massively multiplayer online roleplay games. And honestly, I prefer PC over console, even though I was a console player when I was younger than that. But to keep it a buck 50 with you, in my opinion, MMORPGs were 1,000 times better than console games. All my PC players hardcore can vouch for me, because it's literally like logging into another world. For example, if you haven't watched Sword Art Online, watch it, because that's what MMORPGs are like. Some of my favorites consisted of Mabinogi, Fusion Fall, Dragon Ball Online, Free Realms, Vindictus, Dragon Nest, Wizard 101, RuneScape, Toontown, Ion, Blade and Soul, Dungeon Fighter, Maple Story, DC Universe Online, Warframe, Fiesta Online, Guild Wars, Final Fantasy XIV, Champions Online, Neverwinter, Black Desert Online, Fliff, Terra, Saint Seiya Online, and the list goes on. Nigga, I'm with all that. As you can see, I was extremely addicted to them, and it's one of the main reasons why I'm a hardcore gamer to this day. I'm sitting in the living room at the family desk on the family computer playing some Fusion Fall, because growing up we only had one computer for the house until I got to middle school, so me and my siblings had to take turns. Now keep in mind, around this time I was still afraid of needles because of all the shots I got leading up to this point. And my 10-year-old brain back then only thought you could get splinters from like trees and thorns from bushes, or basically anything made of real wood, which is true. So anything that looked like fake wood to me was okay to me, because I knew it was fake. But I wasn't like scared of wood, you know? I didn't take it serious enough. Like, I wasn't as cautious of wood like I am now, because before this happened, I never truly experienced getting a splinter. So I would touch wood freely without a care in the world, as long as it looked like fake wood. Did I physically check to see all the time? No, which was my downfall. As I'm playing the game, I get a message in-game from one of my homies over at the Kids Next Door treehouse, literally. And he's like, hey yo, I'm at a boss fight right now at a party. If you want to link up after and do some quest, I'm down. I was like, I'm ready when you are. I'll just be AFK over here at the Ice King's place, literally. Just teleport to me when you're done. And also keep in mind, the chair I was sitting in was a 360 rolling chair, so I can move freely on carpet or hardwood floors and spin around in my chair freely. So as I'm patiently waiting for the homie to finish and to teleport to me, I'm swaying back and forth in my chair using the wood desk as my propeller with my fingers. The first sway, regular speed, nothing happened. The second sway, I sped up because it started feeling like a circus ride. The third sway, I'm getting a little too propeller happy, so I start pressuring down harder, gliding my finger across the desk. And when the fourth sway happened, something felt a little off about it, because this time when I glided my hand across the wooden desk, it felt like a bee sting.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
I look down at my finger and I see a black spot at the top, and my heart dropped down to my anus. I was losing my mind. I was paranoid. I don't know if I was just overreacting, but like I started seeing things, bro. Like I looked down at the desk and it was looking at me like my dad was at work and my siblings couldn't help me. So I went to the only person that was at home and could help me. My mom! I call for her, she walks out her room and I'm like, Ma, is this desk real? Yes. At that point, I was just freaking out like, Ma, I think I got a splinter. I think I got a splinter. Look at my finger. What do? I can just leave it in there, right? And it won't cause any damage, right? Kinda, maybe, sorta. Help me! Help me! Mama! Oh, nah, you can't leave it in there. I can get it out though. Whew. With a hot needle. What did you say, nigga? I gotta get it out or you're gonna get gangrene and have to get your finger amputated. Amputated? What you talking about, mama? It means they'll have to cut your finger off. Nani? And I gotta put some flames on the needle to sterilize it so you won't get infected. Bruh, when my mom told me those things, I was losing my mind. Not because of the amputation talk, but because of the needle. I was terrified. We talking about a pointy needle going deep inside my flesh. That joint hurt. I think I was more scared of the pain than the needle. Before she started the procedure, I could hear my thoughts telling me, my Buddha, it must be done for the way. You are going to learn today what a long needle looks like. She sits me down while I'm crying, grabs her needle and her lighter, heats up the top of the needle until it's sterilized, grabs my hand. Boy, I haven't even touched you with the needle yet. Okay. From that day forward, wood of any kind was my enemy. To this day, I taught myself how to distinguish between real and fake wood, but regardless, I'm still cautious and sometimes I get a little paranoid around both. So if you ever need somebody to move furniture or anything wood related, don't be surprised when I show up with oven mitts on and gloves at the same time, and just know I ain't finna be baking no cookies. Not only did this experience toughen me up for similar events like this where I had to get it out myself later on, but this made me appreciate her even more because despite me crying over the pain that was about to come, she saved me from having to have an even greater pain before it could happen. In context, my mama did what she had to do to make sure her baby was okay with tough love. And I thank her for that. If you're blessed enough to have a mom or dad, be thankful, because not many people have moms or dads that will go the extra mile to do that. Some people don't have parents at all. So if you do, cherish them while they're here, because at the end of the day, they're still your mom and dad. And one day they're gonna be gone. If you're new, it will mean so much to me if you hit that subscribe button and hit that post notification bell to never miss an upload, because I upload every week. Also leave a like on this video if you enjoyed. I got more animations you can watch in a playlist sometime gonna pop up at the end of this video, somewhere around the credits, literally like in 10 seconds. So with that being said, I love you, mama. I love you, Mellow Mafia. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Road to 1 milli. I'll see you next week.
I gotta keep a pop-up, yeah. Put a red ribbon on me. Fly away on them bus, yeah. Headed up the commies. I need me a bag full of sensu to get me back started. You don't even know what I've been through. The strain is hyperbolic.